thought you need to be very aware of not co-opting those voices or not taking that space. But I suppose in this context, internationally, I'm interested in how you feel about potentially commenting or showing solidarity in movements that are here in Australia from an international standpoint. You know, could Indonesian artists speak against mandatory detention in Australia? Questions of that sort.
Thank you. Yudi, do you have an opinion you want to share?
I didn't get it.
Yeah, just in terms of solidarity on issues such as refugee and asylum seekers, and the fact that Australia and Indonesia have kind of this quite silent relationship or transactional relationship at the moment that we all know about, but we don't necessarily kind of politicise in an arts and cultural context. Is that right, Sam? So you're just asking if there's any interest or if there's ever been an example of Australian and, say, Indonesian artists and companies coming together on what is an international issue, a political issue? Yeah.
I don't know if there's already this kind of collaborations project based on they try to address the issue. Political issues you're mentioning about, but I mean, every time I being asked to speak as a theater practitioner from Indonesia, I always have this difficulty, how I'm gonna represent the Indonesia. And we have also vast issues, problems, and of course, if the question is whether I'm interested and is it possible, I think yes. I mean, to also get into such project and then to work with those issues in a more international setup. But I think as for me as a artist myself, I mean, usually I work. I mean. About which theme or which topic or which issue that I want to work with is, I always ask to myself, I mean, is this, I mean, like genuinely I have, the concern of this issue or not? And then if yes, I mean, then I started to, invite my colleague to discuss with it and whether they want to do it or not, and try to also see it in a more broader context. I mean, which organizations or which whose artists, other artists that also could involve in this project. So that's my standpoint.